Hello everybody, it's Refresh, and I am continuing my drafting of Crimson Vow. We are going to pay our gems here and get right into it. Hopefully there'll still be some players around for the final drafts before the end of this format. This may be my last draft of this if I still have time after this before Kamigawa Neon Dynasty launches, and I will probably do the Innistrad double feature draft on here, but we'll see. That's a lot harder to make your gems back, so not as keen on that. All right, one more player. Seems like we can get there, but we'll see. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we're not going to make it. I feel like double feature is going to be a not fun format just because it's like two whole sets mashed together. Here we go. And it's not even pretty to look at because everything is black and white. You'd be fine if the black and white art were actually originally black and white art. Okay, this is an easy first pick because Helena and Elena are ridiculously good. It just power up all of your other creatures, and they can hit themselves sometimes. And so, easy first pick. I'm not sure that there's anything that would make me take... Yeah, there's nothing in this pack that would make me go in any other direction. These are good. Really good. I wonder what the story behind these two are. Did they write a short story about Helena and Elena? I don't know. Alright. No particularly slow drafters. That's an easy first pick though. And we're going to really want to try to either be in red or in green. Preferably both, but we'll see. I like the Catgeist. Lacerate Flesh is okay as removal goes. I think I like Falkenrath Celebrants. Green is, I guess, Massive Might is alright here. I don't like Combatants as much. If I was ignoring Helena and Elena, I might take the Catgeist or the Whispering Wizard. I think both of them are decent here. Lacerate Flesh could be okay, but I think 5 mana removal is not amazing, whereas the Celebrants are quite good. So I'll take the Celebrants and stay in red here. I don't want the Graph Reaver. I've seen enough of those in my life to know that they're not for me. I don't want the Apprentice Sharpshooter. So it's really between the Fearful Villager and the Voldaren Epicure. I think I like the Epicure. It's a nice 1-drop as far as 1-drop goes. It lets you trade out later. The Villager wouldn't be bad, but I am on Epicure for sure. And then this pack, it doesn't look like we're getting there. I'm going to take Lacerate Flesh as removal just to stay in red. I guess I could go Spore Crawler. That's not like a terrible card in green because it does replace itself. Maybe that's enough reason to take it over Lacerate Flesh, but I like removal. I'm not going to try to go into blue or white. So yeah, I could go into Gluttonous Guest because I do have all these vampires. Maybe that's the way to go. And then just splash on the Helena. Let's try that. Okay. We're not getting there on black. I'm certainly not interested in Groom's Finery. I might take Wedding Invitation just as a way to get in. Mind Leech School is not as interesting to me. It's a possibility though. And Apprentice Sharpshooter is certainly not getting there. So let's take the invite for now. And Path of Peril is a removal spell. I need some kind of fixing to make this work. I kind of wish I took the fixing card from before. Otherwise, I could take Bloodsworn Squire, which is not bad, or the Socialite. But I can just splash into this. I think I take the Wrath. I think I'm like a red-black deck. I'm not missing out on any of these two, so I'll take Undying Malice. I mean, maybe I'll take Ancestral Anger as an option. No, I'll take the Malice to protect my bombs. Do I want another Celebrance, or do I want the Bat? I don't have much life gain, so I'll take a second Celebrance. Finery. I mean, I'm not taking this, right? I'm not in white. Okay. We'll take that. At this point, we'll take the Ghoul. We're not taking any of these other ones. This is less good. I mean, it's not terrible. But this is at least a 2-drop. And then now we'll take the Bat. Okay. I mean, this isn't an amazing deck, and I will have to find some sort of fixing for Helana and Elena. But, you know, it's okay. We got some vampire stuff and blood stuff going on here. Okay, we'll take the red card just because I don't really want any of the other stuff. And, you know, fits the curve. We'll take the Blood Servitor at this point. I'm hoping not to play it. And I don't want another Mind Leech. Cool. I'll take the Groom's Finery and not play it. Because at least, oh, maybe I will, but probably not. Ooh, Socialite came back around. That's amazing. That means that black is pretty open here. I think both of these are pretty good. I don't know. I think I'm going to take Security because blood seems to be open if that's getting passed back around. Wouldn't mind the Traveler coming back or the Socialite coming back. Yeah. It's harder with a Traveler. But, I don't know, 3/3 Flyer seems okay. But I think because I'm already on Team Blood, the Security is a slightly better pick for me. Honeymoon Hearth's not as interesting to me. I don't want Vampire's Kiss. So am I on Ragged Recluse as a 2-drop? I guess because I have the blood, it becomes okay. Or I can take the Courier Bat. I don't really have any life. Oh, I guess I have the Guest life gain. But I think I want a 2-drop. I don't love this 2-drop though. Can I take the Mind Leech or the Bat instead? I think I take the Recluse. It fits better in with the blood theme here. And we got a Flame Blessed Bolt. That's good. I have to take it over the Evolving Wilds, even though I want the Evolving Wilds. Just because you don't let good removal go past, and that's what I would be doing. I could take the Flame Breather, or I could take the Grisly Ritual. This is a bit harder. Like, this can get in a little bit of incidental damage as I cast my instants and sorceries, and this is just like straight removal that gets me blood. And in this deck, the blood might just be good enough that I will take the Ritual over the Flame Breather, but I'm not sure if that's actually the correct pick because, yeah, I'm going to take the Flame Breather just because I need 2-drops, and this can suffice to gum up the ground until, you know, this deck goes off. Alright, I don't want... I mean, Purify is great, but that's not what I'm trying to do here. I could take Edgar's Awakening to get some mana advantage off of blood. To trade that card for a creature in the... Is there anything... I guess that would get Helana and Elena back, or one of my big boys. I'm passing the Epicure, which I like. I think I should take the Epicure. Yeah. Wouldn't mind the Pointed Discussion, but I think the Epicure is good enough. Just all that, getting all that blood early is really good. I just want that red-black vampire that can tap to sack to kill, and that would be rad. I'm going to take the Evolving Wilds at this point. I I don't think I want the heirloom. Belligerent Guest wouldn't be bad, but it's also not like the most amazing. This is more wolves and werewolves, and Lacerate Flesh is a bit on the slow side. It is removal, so I do need to consider Lacerate Flesh as well as Ceremonial Knife, but because I want to play Helena and Elena, I'm either on Evolving Wilds or Honored Heirloom. This takes a slot in the deck, so I'm going to take the Wilds. And here, we'll take the second guest. Yeah. I don't want to play the Blood Servitor if I can avoid it. Guest is better. And then Bloodseeker is great for this deck. This is exactly what I'm looking for. A 2-drop, but something that works well with all the blood that I'll be getting. So we'll take that. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. And then we'll play a Socialite, I think. I don't think I want a second Ragged Recluse. Socialite does the blood thing pretty well here. I'd like to get rid of the Fearful Villager too at some point, but we'll see if we can get something to get rid of it. But yeah, this looks alright so far, and we're only in pack 2. If I can replace the Mind Leech Ghoul, that would be cool. I'm not playing the second Mind Leech Ghoul, right? So I'll take the Hearse, but I am not playing this or the Vampire's Kiss, right? So we'll put that over here. And then a second Evolving Wilds, probably better than Mind Leech Ghoul, again, because I'm not really interested in playing the Ghoul. This will make sure that I can get the green. And I don't have to use slots on my deck. Grizzly Ritual came back around, great. This is working out okay here. I kind of wish I took that multicolor fixer that turns into a 5/5 though. I forgot the name of it, but that artifact would have been good. Pointed Discussion came back around, I'll take that too. Alright, so we're going to cut the Fearful Villager, I think. Well, it's not terrible. Let's hold on to it. Hallowed Hunting is not what we're trying to do. I like this Diregraph Scavenger. Sure Strike could be okay. The Desperate Farmer could be okay as well. But I think the Scavenger has the lock on this particular pack. Because I don't really want too many more 3-drops. And this Hallowed Haunting is... yeah, this is like Enchantment City. You know, Ceremonial Knife wouldn't be bad if it came back around, but I will take the Scavenger. I think that's good enough utility. Alchemist Gambit I do not want. Abrade is an easy first pick here. That is good removal. And you know, I'm passing the Honored Heirloom, but I don't care that much. We'll take another Abrade gladly. We're not passing anything that's better than Abrade. Vampire's Vengeance could be good, but probably not. Unless like I can really... well, I do have a ton of vampires, so it's probably good enough. Alluring Suitor also fits in pretty well with what I'm doing here. I'm passing Gift of Fangs and Gluttonous Guest. Those are good, but this can be quite good, so we'll take that. And then we are going to... okay, so this is... I think we take a Blood Fountain here. I don't think we would need... I mean, this is the Diregraph Scavenger would be fine, but I think the Blood Fountain is what we're looking for. Just get more blood. We have a ton of cards here, so we're going to start cutting things. The Fearful Villager doesn't really compare to this other stuff here. We will cut the Mind Leech Ghoul, because it is not doing much. We might cut this Wedding Invitation, for example. Let's see, what else do we have? I don't really care for any of this. I will take the Doom Dissenter, Ancient Ancestral Anger, Undying Malice. I don't want to play this Undying Malice. I will take the Ancestral Anger, I guess, and not play it. Ooh, another Voltaren Epicure? Sure. That's like kind of free. We'll take it. Alright, we are really kind of getting there on the... I don't really want any of these. I'm going to take the Bride's Gown just for the fun of it, I guess. Mark of Purifier could be fun if we were able to splash white, but we're not really doing that. I don't know if Path of Peril is going to make this deck either. But yeah, since I'm not playing any of this, we'll take the Bride's Gown. And then Sure Strike, I guess. Ceremonial Knife, that kind of fits this deck. Probably a little more than Sure Strike. So yeah, Knife it is. And we might even still cut that just because we are getting thick here. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta make some cuts. I don't really want any of these. I'm gonna take. I'll take this. I'm not playing any of this. I have 26. That's including 2 Evolving Wilds, so I don't have to cut much else. We'll take the Lacerating Flesh. And then Gift of Fang, sure. Now we have to make more cuts. I could probably cut this Grizzly Ritual at this point. I wish I could get one of the Blood Payoffs. Okay, maybe the Flame Breathers are not as good here, but we'll see. Doom Dissenter might be better than a Flame Breather. We'll see. Let's take a look at what our composition is here in terms of our spells, non-creature spells. If it's high enough, we might keep those Flame Breathers because they might just get me where I need to go to. This and this are still maybes. I pulled them out for now because my deck is fat. Alright, we have not a ton of instants and sorceries, so the Flame Breathers are less good here. But we don't have much that we are sacking either with the Doom Dissenter, so it's not as good here either. So we'll cut that. We are heavy on vampires. Like getting to 6 is hard. We'll cut the expensive spells and just cut a little lower here. And then right? Is that correct? Let me see here. Do we want any of the 6 mana removal spell is good, but it's so expensive. And it seems like we're kind of a more aggressive format here. But we have all this blood. I don't think we're trying to be that aggressive, are we? Non-creature spell. Of my non-creatures, I have 3 instants, 1 sorcery, and 2 artifacts. And 1 enchantment. Yeah, I don't have a ton. I am very creature heavy. Probably cut. I'll cut a Flame Breather. I don't have that good removal spell. The one that -1/-1s. I could cut like one of these Celebrants maybe, and then cut a land is a possibility, just to trim myself down and stay aggressive. We could just cut one of these 1-drops, low impact things, like the knife maybe. I have 3 1-drops. I think we actually cut the other Flame Breather. Then what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That might actually make the Flame Breather alright here. But I think between all the Epicurus, Ceremonial Knife, this might be good enough. The question is, do I want another, like, I can cut a forest maybe, and then put the 2-drop back in? Like, do I want Path of Peril in here? But then I have to put a Plains in here for this to be good. I don't know that if that's good enough. Especially with my creature-heavy deck. So we could put like the Flame Breather back in and cut a land. Maybe? I mean, I'm very concentrated on the low drops. That might be okay. Like cut a forest. Because the 2 Evolving Wilds can seek it out. We have Helena and Alana as the only card that I'm putting in here to that end, but that's fine because they're just putting 2 counters on a creature every turn. Seems good. Like, I don't have a way to buff it, but that's okay. I mean, I could put in Ancestral Anger, but I don't want to put 1 Ancestral Anger in my deck. And I think that this will be it. I think so. Alternatively, we could just cut this. Maybe I cut the Flame Breather. Maybe I put something back in. What did I take out? Let me see here. Doom Dissenter, Undying Malice to like protect a creature is a possibility. Path of Peril as like a reset button should I need it. Wedding Invitation to get through. How much removal do I have? I have 2 Abrades and a Flame Breastbolt. I guess maybe I don't want Lacerate Flesh, it's too expensive. Maybe the Path of Peril as a reset button. And then, well, that means we have to add a Plains here. Is it worth splashing for that? I don't think so. I don't think it's as good. So maybe the Flame Breather. Like, we can only put in something cheap. We don't want our curve to get too high if we're going to cut lands. And so maybe this is the deck. Or the Wedding Invitation is another option. I think we'll take the Flame Breather. We'll try to like use it for incremental damage. And I think that this is where we're going to go. But you know what? Because I have all this blood, having extra lands is not a bad thing. So maybe I cut the Flame Breather and I put in like 1 more land. What are we? Slightly blacker. So another mountain, for example. And then try this at 17 lands. Yeah. And all the blood makes the lands turn into better things. So I think this will work. All right, we'll try this. We're going to try to be on the quick and easy side, but we'll see. We're at what? Red, black with a splash of green. Red. Sure. We'll keep this. We'll get right into it. Alright, we have an opponent already. Let's see if this Vampires deck can get there. We are up against the Ill Knight, or Thale Knight. I think it's the Ill Knight in gold. So we're evenly matched. We have all 3 of our colors and things to cast, so we're going to keep this. I mean, this isn't a great start, but it is a start, and I'm not going to cry about that. We'll play our Swamp and get the knife going. My opponent is first, so this doesn't look good for me, depending on what colors. Okay, so they're life gain. Means they have good removal. Bad for me, but, you know, this is where we're at right now. Just gotta do what we can do. Okay, trainee, sure. We'll play this, and we'll hold. We'll get the bat going next turn. Take 1. Farmer. Oh, that's good. Maybe we have to play the bat, right? So play. Well, we can play the Epicure and load it up with this, but that's not as good. Well, maybe against the Desperate Farmer. It prevents a Desperate Farmer from attacking unless it wants to trade. Unless my opponent has removal. And trading that with an Epicure is not the worst thing in the world. Okay, let's try it. Better than trading the bat, right? Okay, Epicure. Yep. Slap this on the Epicure. Like, it feels bad for my opponent to trade with it. If they attack with both, we'll trade for the farmer. If they have removal, then they waste it on an Epicure. Seems alright. I won't block the trainee by itself, but I will trade with the farmer. Yeah. Or I could do this trade. I mean, an Epicure for a trainee is not the worst trade in the world. And maybe I could play something else to hold off the farmer on the following turn. Yeah, let's do it. I think it's fine. I'll get the blood. Oh, I forgot that transforms this. Gotta remember. Okay, so we got the scavenger. Oh, well, that just kind of sucks. When it trains, exile one target creature from the battlefield or the yard. This is going to be really hard for me to beat. We'll play this. I need to be able to play 2 creatures, but I can't right now. I can play this, eat a thing, and then I just have to try to get removal. This is bad. We will play this as a thing to exile. At least it gets something when it comes onto the battlefield. But yeah, I think I'm in a really bad spot unless I can get removal for the Savior of Allenbach before it trains twice. Yeah, it's good. It's real good. So, Abrade, save me. That's not Abrade, okay. We will play the... I can't play 2 either, so Falkmath Celebrants. But I think I've lost. I don't know if I can get out of this Savior of Allenbach at this point. Yeah, they just attack all. Eat the Celebrants. And I'm sort of locked. Yep. I'll take 6. Or no, I'm going to take 9. 10. 9. Yeah, I don't know how I get out of this. My opponent has all the life gain too. Man, I remember playing this deck. That was really rad when I did it. Well. Nice. The only way out of this is drawing the Wrath. Did I leave that in this deck? I don't remember. I think I didn't. I think because it's a creature deck, I didn't put the Wrath in. Maybe that was a mistake. I got all this blood and nothing to do with it. Flame Blessed Bolt is too late. Yeah, good job. Good win you got there. We'll gain some life. Eat that. Sure. But I don't think that there's a way I survive this, so we'll end the turn and lose spectacularly. I'm going to cast this Flame Blessed Bolt for that last red. Yep. It trains. Sure. They exile a card. Sure. We'll go ahead and cast this, shoot this. Good game. You got me. Just take the hit and let me kill the guy and finish me off. Yeah, there you go. That was brutal. The Savior of Wallenbach wrecked me. This is where maybe why I think maybe I need to put one of those removal spells in the deck. All right, let me rethink this strategy in this deck here. One of the bigger removal spells. Like I couldn't kill that Allenbach thing. Well, I didn't have my Abrade at the time. And this is maybe too slow. Maybe I need to drop one of the 5 drops and put a little bit. Well, no, I have 17 lands. So do I put the Path of Peril in, maybe? Drop a mountain and put in a plains as a reset button? Let's try that. Path of Peril, cut a mountain, plus a plains. Wait. This is 40. Oh, okay. I need to cut something else with Path of Peril. I forgot. I just don't... Yeah, let's do it. We'll put this in. And we will cut one of the celebrants. One of the mountains. And we'll put in a plains. White land. Where is the no, minus this, and I want this, the correct set. Where is it? Yeah, you. There. So that is 40 cards, right? Yeah. And then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's try this. Okay, we're 1 and 0, or 0 and 1. We're going to try to get a win somehow. I don't know. Maybe that's a mistake. Maybe I should have just kept with the first one and hoped that my opponent doesn't... Like, I draw removal when I need it. Or maybe I'm supposed to put in removal rather than... Like, the 6-drop... No, the 6-drop removal wouldn't have helped me. So that's the thing. Like, I need the cheap removal, not the expensive removal. Lacerated Flesh only does 4 damage. And it wouldn't have been able to stop the Saver Wallenbach by the point it got going. Plus, I don't have the mana. Well, I did lose to a Mythic. So, whatever, right? A Mythic that they got going early. Like, that's bad if you draw it late, but... We're being matched up somehow, so they're doing really terribly. We're being matched up. Alright, we have 3 colors. We have 3-drop, removal, etc. So we'll keep this. We can play this and play Flameblessed Bolt. Play this and get the forest. Gluttonous Guest or a Living Suitor. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, they mulliganed. So better for me. Okay, we'll start with this. We can kill something good if they have a good 1-drop. They don't. Okay. We'll play this. We're gonna knife. We'll crack this and grab a green. Invitation is not something I would have been able to bolt anyways. They're redrawing. That's good for them though. And then we will crack this. We'll get my 1 of forest. Thank you. We'll play this, and then we'll get the suitor going. And Halana will turn the suitor into a beast, I'm guessing. Unless they have removal. They might have removal. They're playing a deck with good removal colors. Burn. All that stuff. They're trying to decide. Okay, that's fine. So they have some sort of... Well, we'll just play our bomb. On combat, yeah, put it up, load it up, go. If they have mana, they can probably remove the Halana. I mean, that's what I would do if I could. But this is gonna... They gotta remove this, right? I'm not gonna endanger it for sure. They're taking their sweet time, deciding what they're gonna do. I mean, I would swing. Play removal on Halana and Alina. I'm not blocking with them. That's for sure. They're just sitting there putting counters on other things. Okay, sure. Charge up the Kindly Ancestor. Hit me. Gain some life. Give me the Helana Eleno back. Okay. Yeah, that's a good play. That powers that up for sure. Looking for something else. Okay. We got a land. And then we will... Gluttonous Guest. We're gonna go ahead and attack with both of these. Put the counters on here, right? And that'll be 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay, go to combat. Put this here. Then we're gonna go attack with you two. Or attack with everybody? Attack with you two. Flip, I get 2 mana. I think we hold you back to stop this. Yeah. We get 2 mana. It doesn't... I don't lose that, so that's fine. First strike damage. Another 5. We have a bunch of mana. We can spend the 2 to equip this here. Or to Pointed Discussion myself. And hold up Flame West Bolt. Let's do that. Pointed Discussion myself. Okay, now I have a Braid and Flame West Bolt. We'll end the turn. Two reds will give the Dancer some power here. Okay, sure. This makes my creatures enter tapped. That's fine. Okay. Attack, sure. I will block with the guests. Do they have a trick? Sure. To each opponent and each creature. Fine. Let's go ahead and exile this. Helana Lynn is doing it. Okay, so next we're going to cast the Blood Crazed Socialite. Right? Yeah. Cast you. Get a blood token. And then we are going to go to combat. Throw the counters on here. Did they GG me? I must have missed it. And then attack all. Actually, we're going to hold this back. Just because I'm not going to kill him any faster without it, so... I can crack this to take them down to, what, 12? 6? Yeah, we'll crack one. My right fist to my left fist. That's a lot of mana. I think they're flooding, though. Sure. Yeah, you can hit me. No blocks. Do they have like some sort of insta-kill? No? 8? Okay, so this is just them giving up. I'm okay with that. Cast you, and we'll be gentle here. We'll stick this on the dancer, sure. Go to combat attack with the 2 of you. Yes. Good game. Just in case they have some sort of removal. I don't think they do. And that is Helena and Elena, being the bombs that they are. Okay. So in retrospect, I don't think that this Path of Peril plan is the correct play here. So we'll remove this, cut the planes. I think I was spooked by the first game, and then we'll put back in. What did I take out? Let's see here. The Flame Breather, Celebrants. Let's put back in. Yeah, let's put back in the Celebrants. I think that's fine. Ritual wouldn't be bad, but maybe a Ritual. Let's put in a Ritual instead of Celebrants. Just, you know, I have 17 lands. I can go to the 6 drops. Have like a kill whatever plan, even though it's really slow. And they're just going to hope that we don't see any other bombs here. I don't have... Maybe I should put in the Undying thing to protect my Helena and Alana. It is a bomb, and I can use it to protect any of my other bombs. Alright, this is fine. It's not great, but it's fine. 1, 2, 3. All my colors are here. My opponent's going first. They're taking their sweet time. Okay. Are they going to time out? If they kept, we're going to keep too. Okay, they're first. Oh, let's get the Epicure going. I think we're going to play the Wilds on 2. Depending on what my opponent's up to, of course. Okay. Sporeback Wolf, sure. I don't want to abrade that. We'll play a Swamp. I don't want a Blood Fountain, but I think I do, just to be good with my mana here. We'll play this. We can pitch a land if we need it. We'll probably pitch the Wilds, actually. It's not that good for me right now. We'll hold, end the turn. Because we have all of our colors now, right? With this forest, we don't need the Wilds. It's amazing how many Wilds that I draw, though. Alright. You have blood, I have blood, we all have blood. I'm not blocking. You got me. Slow decision making. No blocks. Okay, so they're looking for their third land. Okay, we're gonna crack. We'll pitch the Wilds because we have all the lands that we need. We don't want any more. That's fine. Okay, great. Now we're going to play this. We will play this. Have a blocker. Yeah, sure. I'll trade. If you want to trade. Pitched a belligerent guest. Okay. Interesting. What are they holding? They pitch that. They're trying gonna spend 3 minutes deciding if they want to trade or not. Okay, they chose to trade. That's fine. The guest can block the wolf, and I'm okay with that if they want to spend a combat trick to punch through my guest. Block. Oh, removal spell to get rid of the guest. I'm okay with that too. Okay. So they fix their lands. We'll play this, and then I can eat their guest with that, or I can shoot this so they can't ramp. I think I want to be... Yeah. We're gonna cast this. Mostly because I don't anticipate what they're going to get to 5 mana. I can maybe shoot it the following turn as an option. We can double block to take out the wolf. If they have the trick, then that will hurt. Okay, Hookhand Mariner is good. It's a good card. I have a way past it. So we're going to play this now. We're going to attack. It's a 5/5 or braid down the Sporeback Wolf if I need to. Yeah, I think we do. I think we attack. Alright, go. You go. Crack. Gain a life. We'll see if they want to double block. I don't think they do. I mean, I wouldn't. Maybe they would. Interesting that one of these is like big. Oh, maybe it's off of this. Okay, so they'll take that. Sure. We're gonna play this. And we will totally eat the belligerent guest. Sure. Then we'll pass. We just need one more mana played. This can gladly block the Hookhand Mariner. Okay, Sharpshooter. Okay, they've got a wall here. Toxic Scorpion, sure. Give it to the Sporeback Wolf. I'm okay with that coming through and hitting me. Sure. No blocks. You got me. My turn. Play Alana and Helena. Play the Mountain. Before I go to combat. Go to combat. Throw that on you. And then we are attacking with you. Yeah, let's do it. This is fine. I need to shoot this thing, because this will block me indefinitely. And then we're just gonna keep getting bigger, I guess. Pump my boys. Making the Diagraph Scavenger bigger is pretty good too. Because then you'd need a lot of power to take it out. Oh, that's nice. Oh, but they can't. I think the writing was still on the wall that Alana and Helena would be still hard to beat because it's going to come back to me. Oh, they didn't have enough vampires. Right. That's not as good if you don't have a bunch of vampires. I think they played it thinking they'd steal my Alana and Helena. All right. We are 2 and 1. Let's keep going. Stinger hit. Sorry if I missed you already, but the game is free, and I'm not playing on Android. I'm playing on my PC. But yeah, I'm not paying for this. I'm just I paid for some gems early on, and I've been just winning enough that I can get by without having to pay anymore. But I think it's on Android. I'm not sure, but I think it's on Android. Oh, if you're asking if the game is free, yes, you can play it, and you don't have to pay to play. It helps, but you don't have to. All right, we have an opponent. We are being matched down, so they must have one heck of a good deck. That scares me. They must have a bomb. Again, I keep drawing my 1/4s. I'm going to keep this. I have an Epicure into a Braid or Gift of Fangs and an Alluring Suitor, so it seems good. My opponent mulliganed, so they must be mulliganing for their bomb. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, they're on red. We'll do this. Do I gift? No, I don't want to risk trading this 2 cards for 1 Flame Blessed Bolt. Okay. It's not worth shooting down, right? I just don't think it is. All right. Go back to my turn. We will play this. And then we'll play this. And we're not attacking this turn. This can block the trainee. Then we'll double attack. Oh, do that removal? Maybe that removal. Okay, they have 3 mana. Fuel for Villager, sure. Alright, let's see. We can play this, crack this, and flip this as an option. I can attack both of these, but I don't really want to. Well, I get the mana, so maybe I do. Attack with both. Let me think. There's some choices to be made here. Right. Okay, if I abrade this and attack with both of these. Abrade, Fangs, attack with both. I get 2 more red mana. Okay. Is this correct? Abrade, Fangs, attack with both. Braid. Gift of Fangs. Play the Swamp. Go to combat. Attack with both. This flips. I get 2 more red mana. And then they decline. Hit. Play the Recluse. And I can crack this and toss this. We'll try it to flip it. Discard this. And then this flips. And then we're just like 3/3 city. Okay. They've got blockers. You've got attackers. We can't trigger that ability though, unfortunately. That's fine. we'll just keep attacking. Okay, we will get rid of the Fearful Villager for sure. While they're on the slow, we'll play one more Swamp and hold. While they're like stuck on lands, I just want to charge in and do as much damage as possible. Okay, they have blockers. Yeah, let's go to combat, attack. That's fine, we'll kill this. Then we'll play the Blood with Crazed Socialite. We'll pitch the land at the end of their turn. We have 2 attackers for their 1 block, for their 3 mana. I think they got Mana Spirit out of this one. Oh, no, they got 4. Maybe they can get some life. But, I don't know. Yeah, good game. It's too slow. Yeah, I just have to increase the size of the Blood Crazed Socialite with the blood. They have to trade 2 for 1 again, and I'm just going to get there. Alright, good wins. We still have not completed this quest, so we're going to keep going. We are at 3-1. This time I didn't have Halana and Elena. Just was really aggressive. I took advantage of them stumbling on mana. Actually, you know what? I'm going to remove the 6-drop removal spell. I just don't think it's good enough. I think I'd rather be able to cast everything on 5 mana and just start pitching things. So we'll drop the 6 and we'll put in a... I don't know, we can put in a Flame Breather as an option, just like that. And just get a little extra damage in. Seems alright. Yeah. We'll do this. Alright, continue. I mean, my opponent could have something that I, can't beat unless I had some sort of all-purpose removal like that, but I just don't. I think I need to win faster than that. Alright, this is fine. Again, this forest every single time. I don't understand it, but this is where we are. We'll play this and pass. Got a Braid up. We have Forest up. Traveling Minister. Good card. Really good card. We're going to play... We're going to play this, actually. Next. And the turn, we'll crack this and grab another mountain, I think. No, another swamp for the wedding security, I guess. See what my opponent is on. They're trying to decide which land to play, I guess. Or they're trying to decide whether to tap this or to attack. I guess we'll find out. Okay, they're attacking. So they're a little bit more aggressive, I guess. Green-white, I don't see that one that often. Okay, Parish Blade Trainees, good. For their deck, it's kind of the thing that they want. We're going to go grab the other swamp. There we are. And then we will play a forest. We'll play the Gluttonous Guest here. We need to kill the thing that they're going to try to pump for the trainee. If they play it, we'll see. It's just dissuading an attack is helpful here. Griff Rider, that's a good one. I can't block that. Sure. Okay, so I do need to kill that rider because that will make this drive this whole thing off. Play the swamp, and we will shoot down the rider. Whoops. Cancel. Shoot down the rider. There we are. Goodbye, rider. And then we'll go to the end of the turn. We're gonna pitch the extra swamp, I think, at the end of this turn. Yep. Weaver of Blossoms is annoying. Okay. We need some good defense here. Crack. And then we will pitch the extra swamp. Yep. Okay, great. Yeah. We're going to play the Wedding Security to defend. And also be the attacker. We'll hold for now. We'll get the knife going, I guess. This makes attacks bad. They could have a trick. Maybe I'll have to trade for the security for the trick. That's fine. Are they just sitting, I guess? Okay, that's fine. We'll play this. We will play both this and this. That'll shrink that. Okay. Socialite. If we attack with this, yeah, then that'll draw us a card and get us that 5/5. They can't. Okay, go to combat. Attack with you. Sacrifice. Okay, sure. That's a fair trade. So 1 for 1. Or, I kind of got 2 off that one. We'll play this guy. That'll shrink down their Weaver. Gain some life off the trainee. Sure. Disciple, okay. Sure. Let's see. We will play the Epicure. Play the knife. Equip the knife to the socialite. And then play the Epicure. That's 6. Trading that for 2 is not the worst, especially if I can trade it for those 2. Okay, sure. And then we'll go to combat. We'll attack with you. We'll totally crack this. They'll take the 6. We'll get a blood. We will re-equip this to the guest. Okay, Mariner does make things a little bit more annoying here. So we want to block. We want to get rid of this thing, I think. Like this. Or we can get rid of this, but then it'll put a counter on something that I don't want a counter to go on. So we'll do it like this. We'll get a blood. Okay, we got a blood fountain, so we can get a couple guys back. That's great. Do that. And then attack, crack. Okay. Go to combat. Attack with you. Crack a blood. Get a life. They're gonna take the hit. We'll play the suitor. And then it's fine. Okay, yeah, pump your guys. Sure, sure. Yeah. They're coming in. Let's see. This blocking here. And this blocking here. And this blocking here. Like this. They can kill one of these three. It'll probably be the suitor. That's fine, okay. They're gonna pump up a guy. Okay. Let me think here. I can cast this. Or I can crack this. Cast this. It's tricky. Crack this and get the Epicure and the wedding security back, I guess. Attack with this. If I attack with all three, let me. What happens here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I die on the crack back, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. We will. I'm going to attack with both of these and play this. Okay. We're going to go to combat. We'll just attack with the socialite. Sure. Crack one of these. Gain a life. Do some damage. Play this. We'll get back the wedding security. And the... how many mana? That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have 2 mana left, so we'll get back the Epicure. We'll play the Epicure. Then end the turn. Sure. Okay, they are holding. I'm going to hold this well. Okay, we're going to do this. We will play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this is going to be really annoying. Okay. Six. Alright, equip this to here. And then we will go to combat. We'll attack with you. Yes, sacrifice a blood token. They're going to have to block. And I'll take the double. We'll play the guest. That'll get me life. I want to crack one of these. Yeah, to... Or do I want to equip this? No, I want to crack. Okay. We can crack one. We're going to take 7. Yeah, sure. Attacks. I can't block. Take the hit. Crack. Gain some life. Discard this useless card. Okay. One, two, three, four, 5. If I need to shrink this, right? So we gotta cast these 2 this turn. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lose 2 life and gain a blood. So we're gonna go to combat. We are going to attack with you, just the 2 of you. Do a couple damage. Then we're going to cast the Pointed Discussion on myself. Looking for something better. We will play this. We will play this. That will flip the Riptide guy. Giving me a block and giving me a crackback. Quite the crackback, actually. They had 3 cards, though, so they have a lot of options here. I wanted to keep enough blockers just in case. They don't want to attack, I don't think. Crack this pull land. Maybe I should... Well, they didn't have any mana, so it didn't matter. Okay. Got there. Got there, everybody. Got there. Good job, me. Did I finish the quest now? I feel like I've been doing this all night. There we go. We did it. Alright. We're going to stop here, open my packs. We got to 4 already with this deck. Pretty good. Alana and Helena are not to be messed with. And here we go. Ulvenwood Oddity is the easy first pick here. That's just a beast and a bomb. So a 4/4/4 with Trample Haste is just fine in itself, and suddenly it can turn huge. We'll gladly play that. And that is it for me tonight. Let me know what you thought about these games in the draft and the games in the comments below. If you enjoyed this stream, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of my streams, you can hit subscribe. This is Refresh. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Good night.